The first one is the same as the Tower card in traditional tarot. And the Tower card to me represents the ending of a situation, sudden changes, abrupt changes, something maybe you didn't know that was coming, but there's enlightenment after it. So a lot of times, tarot readers feel that the Tower card is one of the more beneficial cards because there's light after the storm. As you can see, the walls are getting ready to implode around this tower, and the fire is coming out of the top and the sides, and the rooster's here, and he's it's almost like he's being released, or you're being released from some darkness that held you back, a spiritual releasement maybe. This card can also indicate, just to, FYI, check your house if you're going on vacation or holiday trips or wherever you may be going before you leave, because it can indicate a fire or electrical outlet, or, you don't want to leave your stove or oven on before you leave. So just make sure that everything is in check if you're going for a holiday. It's interesting to me. I'm noticing these guys up here and how much they're going to battle with each other. And actually, the story feels like to me that they don't even realize that their battle is causing the enlightenment to come. That this needed to come for you. That some of you who are going to experience this, say for instance, your job. If any of you lose a job, let's just say that, and you're like, how am I going to pay my bills? What am I going to do? Then, you may find a job, you may hear about something else that's better for you, because that's what this card indicates, is there's better to come for you after this particular instance takes place. So again, the Tower card is not really a bad card. It may be an abrupt change. Obviously something you're not expecting. Could be around home, could be around family, can be around career. So any of those that you feel like are just like, wow, that was a sudden change. I know, personally, I cracked my wrist, my right wrist, and I noticed, I did a reading for myself a couple weeks ago, and this card came up. It was very interesting, and not to say that you're going to hurt yourself, so don't worry about that. This could mean, a lot of different things from small to large. But the two cards that followed afterwards were very positive, and I was very happy to see that. So I'm getting past the swollen part, and I'm getting almost to where I can write now. So I'm very happy about it. But just to let you know, this can come up, and it can feel like our life is changing. It can feel like, oh, I don't want to do this. Why can't things stay the same? But this is always, always, always for your best and your highest interest. So you guys let me know in the comments below anything that comes up for you that is life-changing or is changing and you weren't expecting it. But it's interesting, the next card that comes up is the Two of Pentacles. And I'm watching how these two cards are actually facing each other. At least this guy has one foot on the ground. He's holding two pentacles, which are about our money. And he has this particular foot up. So he's weighing options. He may be weighing job options, job offers. He may be thinking that, you know what, some business on the side might be good for me. This might be a chance for me to actually engage and venture out with what I really, really want to do. Because as you can see, there's interesting, both of these, the skies. This one has some gray clouds, that there's a little bit of sunlight parting through. And then this one has, the fire and the smoke and the It's very yellow. So both of them are undecided skies. But he's feeling pretty confident. I feel like whatever happens here, that you're going to get the chance to have some money options, have some choices to make. This could mean an offer of new employment. It could mean taking on more responsibility at your work. Some of you may be doing that, and you're balancing. You feel like you're balancing your life. So if you're needing to go into the office early, or you're staying late, or you're doing a little bit on the weekends just because you feel like you need to and to keep your job, not only keep your job, but to feel that you're staying on top of it and that you're showing superiors, bosses, owners of companies that you're doing a good job. That comes up quite a bit. And in both of these cards, what I'm noticing is the greens and the golds as well. Some gold here, a little bit of bluish green, and then green here. This feels quite a bit more settled. And his house is made of wood, so he's wanting to do better in his life. And I say he, let's just say he, she. You're wanting to do better, whether it's you're wanting to make more money or you're just wanting to feel stable and to be able to make this house more elaborate. And I don't mean that in the physical form, but energetically, you want to feel good about your house. You want to feel good about your home and that you feel stable there. That's what I'm picking up on this. And I think that's why he's weighing these options. And it may be too, like I said, that some offer of employment comes in for you, or more piled up at work. And that could be a balance. So that's really, it's a positive card. It's the Two of Pentacles, so it's about your money. And then the third card that comes up, Scorpio, is the Queen of Chalices. And this is the same as the Queen of Cups. This could be a water sign, Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. So I feel like it's you. I feel like it's you, Scorpio. The Queen is someone who, well, let me just say this. The King is the master of the suits. Like the King of Cups, he's like mastered it. The Queen has more of a gentle touch. She brings in the feminine aspects. She sort of channels her information. So she's very empathetic, empathic, I guess you might say. She feels her emotions. She feels others' emotions. She's loves children. She loves to be around wherever she can give her heart. She's very much like that in wanting to give to other people. I'm trying to get this focused. And I'm noticing this time with this Queen, which I normally don't, but if you notice the pink wreath on her head, around her head. So she's tuned into, I'm getting a very spiritual feeling around her for you guys. She's tuned into universal love. She's, maybe some of you are, because there's a lot of water, as you can, of course, this is the cup sign, and there's a lot of water around her. So some of you may be tuning into your spirituality. And after this possibly abrupt change and weighing options, you may just want to feel peaceful and loving and compassionate towards others and being grateful for what you do have. Grateful for your friends and your family and your home and your car. And, the greenery around you or not. This is a cold time of year in the Northern Hemisphere. But maybe being grateful for Earth, just the land we live on. She's a very loving, compassionate person. And this tour is around the holidays, so you may just want to, hugs, gifts you're excited about if you're into that, if you're into purchasing. It may be something a gift that you make or that's very personal for someone or for other people. And again, I am getting children. I'm noticing too the rocks over here. So, you feel the rocks are reminding me of you're feeling steadier as the month goes on. So it may be that your foundation, that you've balanced this out, you've gone through the sudden change, abrupt change, you're balancing, and you're feeling complete, you're feeling whole by the end of the month or the 2 weeks. As you know, I'll do a 2-week mid-month. But this feels good for me, for you guys. I'm going to pull some clarification cards. All right, well, the sun comes up. So that's happiness, optimism, and joy. And I threw it down on the Two of Pentacles. So whatever decisions, choices that you have, or whatever comes out of this balancing your options, I feel like there could be a lot of happiness around that. And again, I was talking about kids. Look at the child on this horse. Just adorable. On this white horse with this sunflowers and this happy sun. So again, this is hopefulness because you feel accomplished. That goes well with this card too. Yeah, and then the Nine of Pentacles comes up. So whatever this is, it feels like you get past it and you're, this may be what you're wanting, is happy home, secure home, feeling like you can afford it, feeling like, you've possibly purchased a new home, some of you, and you're enjoying the grounds, you're enjoying the every aspect of the tree, or the trees, and every aspect of nature that's around it, whether it's you have a garden or you're just enjoying the lot, the land. Something about the land on that card. Earth. Okay, Page of Swords comes up in reverse. So it may be that someone came in as a messenger with an idea, but no, I don't know. It may not work out for you. It may be because this Two of Pentacles, and you're deciding, and it's like, no, I'm going to take this choice and not this one. So someone may have come in with an idea and you're like, no, I know which one I want. I'm going to pull a clarification card for this, one or two. Six of Cups and the Hierophant. Hierophant. Okay, Six of Cups is about harmony in love. It's really about past memories. Interesting. Memories, childhood memories. So this could be whatever this change is here could take you back to your childhood, could make you think of home, your childhood home, your family, you as a child, loving memories. Kids are involved again. There's something about kids for you guys, children for you guys, Scorpio. And then the Hierophant comes up, and this is about spiritual structure, leaning into your spirituality and actually studying spirituality. Some of you may be reading books. Some of you may be going on retreats in the month of December, or you've done that recently, but you're leaning on. It can be religious as well. So it could be both, but a structure, organization, or you belong to a church, or you belong to a like-minded group of individual friends. But there is some sort of structure, and someone who's maybe an advisor, or someone who is a clergyman or shaman, so you can go both ways on this, that could be very beneficial to you, or that you've talked to in the past, or at least you like to speak to, because they always give you good insights into your own spiritual and religious awareness. Okay, and then I'll draw one for the Queen of Cups. All right, the Ace of Swords comes up upright. So this is about victory and new ideas. You know, first you got this Page of Swords, someone who delivers, excuse me, an idea, and it's not that. But you come up with something, you come up with a new idea that is victorious. This may be, again, excuse me, again, it may be how to complement your finances, add more to your finances, extra work, or it could be just something you love to do and you figured out how to do it. So in other words, you're interested in a hobby that has to do with crafts or even cars. I'm just going all over the board here, but I'm just saying, and you want to fit it into your daily life, but you're really not sure how. So there's victory around that. That makes you feel good. That makes you feel nurtured, happy on the inside. Whatever this idea is, you're going to like it. Okay, Scorpio, I'm going to add up these 3 cards for you. And we have 16, 2 is 18, and 19. And in numerology, 19 is 1 and 9 is 1, or it's 10, and then that deduces to 1. Let me make sure I added these up right. 16, 17, 18, 19. Yeah. So 1 in numerology has to do with strength, the I am presence. I can do this. I am strong. The 1 doesn't need another number. It's just like 1 takes in everything. 1, the bottom sits on the earth and the top goes up to the sky. It channels, like I was talking about here. The I am presence of this is all I need. Very creative number. And then also for the tarot cards, the major arcana cards, the 19 is the Sun. And interesting, a minute ago when I was pulling clarification cards, the Sun came out. This is a Sun card. So the universe is very much wanting you to feel hope, optimism, joy, accomplishment, wants you to feel good about yourself. Interesting that came out. And that's happened several times during the readings. I'm almost done with the December forecast, and there's been a lot of synchronicities, if you will, with cards being pulled. So feel the hope, feel the optimism, even with, some looks like gray skies and fire. No, there's hope and optimism for you.